saying you switch and you wondering. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch. Kill.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Bridgewater to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 120. I'm going to run you over. 24 is the mic. Watch the pass. Great. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53. Let's go, D.
Throwing. Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st down, Raiders.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. It's a second down run with Sanders. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go, G. Hang in there now.
To throw is Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Their own 46-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Bridgewater. This one complete to Calvin Harmon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Bridgewater now. That'll be complete to Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double time, double time. Out. 3 down. Out.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Time to go, night. Shift. Kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Hey, Foxtrot. Kill. 54. Mike's 50.
From the 22, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. The mic. Go. Mike's 47. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Hey, check Mike 47.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Check three, check three. 53, Mike. Run. Check, 50.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. And a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. And the gap in that one has widened. The Bears have scored again. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch twins.
Now Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Way. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go.
Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, watch it. 2-jet. Why? Get wide.
Other side, solid. Lion.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting!
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 49, check 49, check 49.
Lift 5-7.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here, see it.
You gotta get moving, man. Man moving. You gotta get that.
Come on now. This is done.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Watch the block, watch the block. Watch the block, watch the block.
Push it!
Throwing is Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Switch. Check 26, check 12. That's it.
Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go. Number 53, Mike 53. 65. Check. Spot.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he is out of bounds.
Done. 120.
54. On the ball. Slant.
Straight 15. Straight 15.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 21 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Bridgewater. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Bridgewater. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They run with Breida. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Throwing is Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Sunday. Undercrook. One flag.
Check your backer. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Here we go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Everyone, you got 4 down.
Wentz to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Bridgewater. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
120!
Focus, defense, focus.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly